What happens if we take a map entirely covered by desert, throw into that 8 of Civ 6's desert specialists, and then on top of that, we add mods that make Deity even harder. We're using Deity++, which is 2 stages beyond Deity, and we add in a mod that increases the potency and just general capability of the AI full stop. We get ourselves a lot of fun. You're going to want to watch this one. This game gets silly. Hello, my name is Ursa Ryan, and today we're going to be jumping into a request from the community that I've had a lot. A lot of people have been asking for this for a long time. We're playing as Marley on an entirely desert-covered map, but we don't just have this to ourselves. We have 8 people on this map, and every single one is a specialist in desert because of Civ 6 or because of the location in real life. We've got Egypt, we have Nubia, we have Australia, we have the Aztecs, because whenever they spawn on their TSL map, they're always right by the Mexican desert. I say that, sort of Mexican, New Mexican, Arizonan. Americans, you know that whole bit of the continent. I don't need to explain that to you. We've got Arabia, who else but the desert starters themselves? We've got Babylon, we've got Sumeria. It should be an absolutely hilarious game. A game that has been provided to us by this mod, Alternate Cartography. Look at it. This is an amazing mod that adds in some new map types, and we're going to be using this a little bit because some of these are awesome. Specifically, Sahara, a desert map with large oases and mountain ranges. This entire map is full of desert, oasis, mountains, and that's it. There is no grassland, there are no plains. This is just a deserty mess. Now, there is no food on this map, as you know, and yes, Marley gets a bonus with food, we'll go into that in a second when you settle, but that's not going to be enough, because we're playing on Deity++, and on this mode, the computer gets 100% bonus to production and food, so if there is anything on this map, the computer will find it and exploit it to its fullest extent. I also really like this start. Now, Marley are desert specialists. You know this. City centres get a faith and a food for every adjacent desert and desert hills tiles. You get less production but more gold from mines. You can buy commercial hub districts with faith, and you are really rubbish at producing buildings and units. Now, whenever I look at this, I always have to remember that does not include districts, which are built at normal speed, and wonders, which are built at normal speed. It is just regular regular buildings and units. I mean, I'm getting confused already. The Sugaba is the replacement commercial hub, which is amazing. It makes things cheaper to purchase with gold and faith in the city. That's wonderful. So you've got faith buying yourself markets, and then you can buy them cheaper. You also get bonus from each adjacent holy site. That's awesome. So focusing on getting the holy sites down and the Sugabas down is a really big thing. I also get extra gold from international trade routes for every flat desert tile in the origin city. Now, this is not necessarily going to be my capital that does this. The best Marley starts are the ones where you have 6 desert around you, because then you get 6 food and 6 faith right from the outset. I've only got 4 here because there's it's a mountain. It's a beautiful mountain, look at it. Oh, so frosty. So much lovely wet snow at the top of this otherwise arid map. We've also got access to the sea, which is awesome. So I will take that 2 penalty to the food and faith, because A, we've got a mountain, which is awesome, but B, I'm also going to settle on top of this tile, which will give us a bunch of food. I quite like this. We've also got fresh water. Yeah, extra gold coming in right from the outset. I also saw, and this is why I think you'll want to have a look at this, we have the Dead Sea over here as a genuine first roll start that I got there, and it looks amazing. It provides 2 faith and 2 culture. That's not really the best bit at all. That's pretty awful. What it does do is it heals units completely if they are 1 turn adjacent to the Dead Sea. So if you're going to war, this is the place to be at war. It means that I've unlocked astrology right from the outset, so I can rush holy sites. Very good. It means generally that we can get cracking. Now, on this map, if you want to play the map, I'm not even going to really... you can try and follow the instructions. There are no game modes involved here. Deity++, which is a mod. There is standard speed, and I've got all of the descriptions of the mods and things that I'm using. Hang on, here's the game. This is the script. It's a Sahara script. These are the sort of things that I'm using, standard on a lot of stuff. I did load in the civs, and I put 9 very specialist desert city-states into this game as well. So Nazca are in this game. I had to put Nazca in. They're going to be brilliant. Easiest way to play this game is to come to Discord. I'll leave full instructions with how to get the map onto your computer, as well as all the mods you'll need to play it. That's enough. Let's get cracking and play turn 1, and now immediately into turn 2. You'll see we're getting 4 faith per turn. Let's rush immediately into getting that first Pantheon. Now, I made sure that this map loaded with nice, tasty luxuries, because desert is just featureless and horrible. There's a reason why we want to be putting up with living in this horrible desert, and that will help us to do that. There's sort of things we can exploit. Oh my goodness, gypsum everywhere. Gypsum and silver. As long as it's a sort of silvery colour, we'll take it. And yes, I can hear you all thinking it now. I will try and get Petra this game. I mean, it probably is the game to get it, really, isn't it? These are the sort of things we need to be looking for, though. Geothermal fissures. I don't know if we'll go for a science game, to be fair, but that is a +4, and we have to respect it for what it is. Straight out of the bat with the first Pantheon, and, I mean, this is actually more of a choice than we think. The reason is, yes, desert folklore is amazing, and I mean, I'm not even going to try and deny that's what we're going to be getting, because I'm going to get some +6 holy sites just immediately. It's going to be wonderful. But there is also the argument for Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, because there are a lot of oasis on this map, and there are a lot of desert floodplains. So that +2 production is going to be a big deal. Say if Egypt gets that, someone like Egypt, I can see that being a huge deal for them. So, I mean, it's not necessarily the only Pantheon that you'd go for. Also, religious settlements, getting a 3 settler on turn 9 is just mad. So, I mean, that would be awesome as well. We won't lie, we're going to go for desert tiles, +1 faith from adjacency on my holy sites for desert tiles. It's a huge boost. I will be purchasing my settlers with this unfathomably large amount of gold that I'm producing at the moment. That is awesome. I am just about to build the holy site, so I'll just put a turn into a scout again. I like the idea of scouts on this map. I mean, the barbs are going to be cripplingly bad here. They're going to be awful. When we're planning, though, I've really got to think about the best things to do here for myself. I think the Sugaba needs to be next to a holy site, and ideally it could be next to a harbour as well. Harbours, I mean, that could be a good way of getting food into this city, so we're just going to plop that down and get the Sugaba in there. That's already a nice +3. If I put my holy site on that tile, that would be a nice +7. I don't want to get rid of too many of these desert hills. That would be a bad move, because, I mean, if I do use Petra, which I probably will, I want to be working as many of these as I can, but I will get rid of some of them in order to get these districts down. I mean, of course you will. And it is already a +6 holy site, so yes, I will do that. Basically, the next thing I want to do is beeline currency. Pottery is good, mining is good though. Actually, we'll get mining quickly, then animal husbandry, and then we will beeline currency, do it in that order. But yeah, getting all of these mines down will increase my gold per turn by a lot. Proximity to oceans on this map is going to be weirdly useful. It's something we're going to have to keep an eye on, because oceans and sea resources are going to be great sources of food, where food is going to be very difficult to find. Democracy, Visselbanken, all of these things are going to be very handy actually. Oh, I should mention as well, the mod we're using for the AI, Real Strategy, it forbids me from buying up diplomatic favour for 0. Which is a little bit of a shame, but it was kind of a bit of an exploit. And to back that up, I'm also not going to be using the joint war exploit at all. If I do go for joint wars, then I will be doing it for 0 gold. So I'm not doing that. I feel like behaving today, which is rare for me. Oh my god, as soon as this scout can move on hills, that would be good stuff. It's taking forever right now. Just found 40 gold in a tribal hut. That's awesome. That means we can get a settler in a couple of turns. I need to get my warrior back to deal with that quickly. This map is going to be big. It's going to be very big and very full of desert and barbarians and all these horrible, horrible things. There's the first settler. Good. Oh my goodness, actual tundra. Actual tundra on the map, and Geneva. Okay, Geneva's good. Extra science. and extra science if I'm at peace with people. This is Deity ++ after all. It's going to be tricky to stay at peace with everybody. First profit is down. Very nice. Building things is very tricky and is not my specialty. I'm going to get a builder quickly and we can start to improve these mines. But yeah, accumulating gold is my big challenge right now. Second city is now down right next to this beautiful oasis. I'm trying to spread my cities out a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tiles will do. That's okay. That's not too bad. And it should give me a huge amount of food and faith at the beginning. So that's a nice thing as well. And there's pottery. It's done. We haven't met anybody yet. Now that's the strangest thing. It is a big old map. But I would have expected to find someone by this point. Oh, we are so far at the bottom of this score. This is the thing about Deity ++. Huge bonuses for the AI at the beginning of the game. I'm going to treat myself quickly to a slinger. Feels like a little bit of a waste of gold, but it will give me the archery boost, and that is quite good. Especially because all they're going to do is just ransack my poor holy site. Please don't do that. Gilgamesh. Okay, the first people. Now, Gilgamesh is very good at deserts because he can spam down his unique improvement to give himself a bunch of science where ordinarily he wouldn't be able to do anything at all. He's also is everyone's best friend. Hey, Gilgabro! He has a relic. Ooh. Hello, as well as 4 cities already. Where is he on the points tree? 4th. Only 4th. Okay. Not doing crazy well, but pretty good nonetheless. There's the archery boost for me. Nice. More importantly, currency. That's what I need. I need my trader up and running as quickly as I can get them, really. Pyramids has been built. Funny that. I went straight for the desert wonder. Ah, never mind. Amanatore, Nubia. Now, she is very good at deserts because she has her pyramid upgrade. Very good at giving her a little bit of extra production, extra food. Look at all these luxuries that she's got going. Gypsum, diamonds. This is the sort of desert stuff that we're all going to be picking up pretty quickly. Oh, she dislikes me -9 though. Oh boy. That's a nasty set of first relations, that. My first silver duplicate, and instead of getting production from this mine, I get 4 gold. That will massively increase my gold per turn. Lovely stuff. When Gilgamesh wants the silver, okay, he won't want that for long, because there is so much silver on this map, it's crazy. But, yeah, we'll be able to tip the gold from that one. That's beautiful. Let me just go and work some of these other tiles quickly whilst I can. Let's give you garrison. That's great. And I think there's nothing stopping us now from getting the old trader. Kamasi and Arabia is around here somewhere as well. Kamasi is good on a desert map because any trade routes to city-states will be a good source of gold and culture. Plus, I knew I was playing as Mali, so it's kind of good fun in that sense. There is Arabia, the true Civ of the desert, or at least on a TSL start. I'm intrigued to see how they get on. How does the AI deal with the desert start in Arabia? Oh, Babylon has already got their first engineer up. Oh, lovely. I love Babylon. They're such a reasonable and balanced Civ. Finally managed to pick up a shrine in that city. Great stuff. How much faith do I need for a profit? Oh, so too much. Too much. I've only got 2 turns. And I really want a golden age. Oh, no. Yeah, absolutely. Total fail on this one. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. We've missed the golden age. There's nothing I can do. I'm 4 points behind. And we're so early in the game that there's nothing I can do in order to get that era score. But getting a religion would have been great, but I'm just a little bit, like, faith short, which is a problem. First discovery of a new continent. I mean, that was, unfortunately, I just haven't got lucky. First to meet all civilizations. What I really should have done is settled by the Dead Sea. That would have been very sensible if I just settled on this tile instead. Oh, what a fool. What a fool I was. Never mind. We're just going to have to roll into this. I really wanted a golden age there, but we just have to settle for a golden age into the medieval era instead. It's fine. That's just the sort of thing that is going to make us stronger. Exodus of the Evangelists. Let's get it going. I'm going to get my Sugubas going as well. I want to put a holy site on this tile, so that would be a good adjacency for me if I popped it here. Perfect, and I believe this city can now get one going as well. Nice +5 one. Get those built quickly as possible, please. Also going to put Pingala down as quickly as we can. I need that science and that culture. Huge thing for me here. Oh, there's Mohenjo-Daro. Okay, I thought they would be good because you just need housing everywhere in the desert, really. But there are so many oases on this map. I don't actually think it was as needed as I thought it would be. Oh, and of course, volcanoes put down volcanic soil. Ah, well, that'll be an opportunity to get a little bit more food. I'm going to spend a little bit of faith getting this profit. I don't want to miss out on work ethic. That would be a really, really, really bad thing for me. So I don't mind spending a little bit in order to just guarantee that I get the thing. Oh, we picked up sailing. I actually think getting mathematics is going to be an important one for me as well. I'd love to rush for Petra if I can. That would be a very useful pickup for me. Saying that though, we do have Babylon in the game, and you know what Babylon are like. They do like to rush Petra because they can get to it so early. I like going for like a sort of desert lion. That could be a cool religion. Although, oh no, of course, scorpion, even better. And as fun as it would be to have feed the world in order to grow in this horrible desert wasteland, work ethic gives me a little bit more production. And don't forget, production isn't useless. With Mali, we can still make districts, we can still make wonders. It'll be a good thing to have, trust me. Last time I went for cross-cultural dialogue as well. That kind of lent into it really well. Having the extra science for the followers of the religion, it was really, really good, especially early game. So there we go, that's already worth 1.5 science. Not a huge boost, but it does make a difference as the game goes on. Look at that, a solitary farm in the desert. It's a beautiful thing. And as the volcanoes make even more land for me, my first Sugaba. Nice. The volcanoes are definitely going to be my friend. I don't want to be right next to them. Like, I want to kind of be at a safe distance, but they're going to be so useful. Praying in my market, as I can do. 190 faith. That's really good. A little bit more gold per turn, and I can start getting these great merchants. Already my holy site, 7 faith, 7 production. Oh, it's awesome. I was actually thinking I could have played the Kemans on a map like this, and I might still do it. I could just imagine the crazy holy sites you could get from them being awesome. That is a barbed swordsman. Oh, we've got Babylon to thank for that, I presume. Just going to have to get archery quickly. I do not trust myself to be able to fight these guys off. There's Ngazagamu. I thought that would be a very good fun one to have playing as Mali. Normally is. And there's Australia. Australia is around here somewhere. Australia can build outback resorts or stations. Outback stations? Yeah, but they're awesome. You can spam them on desert. They're really, really good for that. Pingala, please get your researcher hat on. Thank you so much. I knew as soon as they moved onto that tower they were just going to pillage before they did anything else. Oh, I love barbarians. I love them so much. Oh, there's Nazca. Nazca, oh, I've got, oh, perfect. I have an envoy with them already. Oh, Nazca lions on this map. Just you wait, they're going to be so much fun. This is just wave after wave of barbarians. It's brutal. Oh, that's right, I also get a trade capacity every time I hit a golden age. I'd forgotten about that aspect. Man, that's good. Oh, we so need a golden age. We really do. Get out of my lands. Get out. Get lost. Oh my god. You are the most annoying people. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. We now have 4 archers. If that doesn't keep me safe, honestly, I don't know what will. Let's just accept that this is fine now. It's fine. There's Australia. Oh my goodness, I've just realised how well the AI is doing on this map. There's Uluru. Oh, Australia started next to Uluru. That's so cool. Oh, thank goodness they did. As I say, I restricted this map to just basically the desert wonders. But oh my word, they are doing well. The AI is going heavily on science this game. And also, somebody's got a theatre or 2 theatre squares done as well. I have no idea which way we're going to play this, but we're going to have to do well. Our desert empire is going to have to do really, really well. There's Machu Picchu. Okay, I was kind of worried for a second that would be Petra built, but not this time. So a little trick here. I'm just going to buy the duplicates from Nubia. Now, I've got all of these. This is fine, but what I'm going to do is pick them up for 120 gold. So now I can go and sell mine. Look, already for 130. So that made me some gold doing that. There we go, you see? And I can sell my pearls as well. Does a similar thing. Bam. I don't need to be particularly happy this early stage of the game. I'm fine for my cities to be a little bit lacking. I'd rather pick the settlers up, like so. Now we need to just have a think about the best place to put my settlers. I like the idea of these crazy holy sites going on in these directions by the Dead Sea. That would be really fun. And actually I could stick myself another Sugaba down. Good adjacency going on there. I like it, I like it. So in order to do that, I think I'm going to just plonk myself on that tile, and then we can aqueduct either way. The Dead Sea doesn't give any housing. Of course it doesn't. Or does it? Does it give housing? Does not provide fresh water. It distinctly says it does not provide fresh water. Why is this giving me fresh water? I doubt that. I think that graphic's wrong. But we'll see. We'll test this. But I'm thinking at some point I would love a nice flat desert city somewhere so that I can send some trade routes out from it. I think sending trade routes from a capital is probably going to be best for now. No. Actually, Zhen has more routes available to it at the moment. They both want to go to Nazca. I think that's not a bad route, actually. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Gilgamesh just told me off for getting towards bankruptcy. I have more gold per turn than you, friend. What are you going on about? Come on. Don't be like that. Oh my god, have you seen how many barbarians are coming out of here? That is awful. I hate it. That's terrifying. Okay, right, well, we need to pull back and defend a little bit more here, but that's not good. There's the city, it's down by the Dead Sea. Does it have housing? It does have housing. Whoa, that's strange. It does not provide fresh water. It specifically says that. Well, apparently it does. Now you know. So mathematics is done. I can build Petra. Let's get bronze working. Wheel masonry done nice and quick. My capital is just about to build itself a granary. That's fine, but Petra's going to be better. Just trust me. Oh, I hate those words. It's just coming out of my mouth. It's like, blah, Petra. Oh dear. Like even the AI is like, I will step on the city for you to stop you making it if you want. I'll save you from yourself. Political philosophy. Let's go classical republic. Give myself a little bit more housing in this horrible desert wasteland. There's Corvée. I'm going to keep discipline on for a second, and we'll get +2 influence points per turn because it's Nazca. They're the ones I want right now. I don't really care about anyone else. Next stop, I really want to pick up theology because 100% holy site adjacency is a big deal for me. I like it. Imagine the joy. I've also now circumnavigated the globe. That's 5 era score. That will put me basically into a golden age going forward. So that's really, really cool. Don't you find that some of these Australian names are brilliant? Townsville. I mean, you couldn't be more literal with the naming of a place, could you? Townsville. Is it a town or a ville? It sounds almost like it's like Farmville, isn't it? Some sort of free-to-play app you'd get on your phone where you've got to harvest your crops every day. Oh, there's a first merchant, by the way. Perfect. Right, how many turns have we got left on the classical era? At least 17. So we should get a few of these classical era merchants down. I like that. That's good. This person gives me 100 faith and grants me a free copy of a luxury resource on my capital. So basically we want to find a luxury that's a little bit far away and a little bit different. Something that we don't have access to in my land. Now I'm thinking we have seen sugar. That would be a good one to pick up. Or ivory as well. We definitely haven't got access to much ivory. So actually I'm going to go see if I can find some ivory. Let's do that. Next settler is now out as well. That's all I'm using my gold on at the moment. It's just purchasing settlers. I need as many cities as I can get. It's my huge problem. Look at all this iron up here. 1, 2, 3 sources of it. That's really good. That's really, really good. We can make more friends. The more friends I can get, the better. I might still go to war on this game, but I'd kind of like to be friends with as many people as I can, just to lay off that imminent feeling of danger. So now that I've picked up masonry, bronze working, and wheel, I think we're going to look for something that's going to expand my... I mean, banking would be a good thing to race towards. Should we do that? Pastures, 3 mines. Mines will boost. Feudalism, great scientist, guilds. Okay, there's not many boostable things here, but I'm hoping we can race through a lot of this. Oh, I just got an envoy in a tribal hut. Nice. Nazca. Okay, that's good. I don't think I've got any civics at the moment. Oh, yes, I do. I can get mysticism before drama and poetry and then theology. That's good, but that will give me Nazca. Oh, yes. Oh, and I can get some Nazca lines down. Nazca lines are going to be insane on this map. There is the envoy. Here is Nazca. And my game is about to really start now. Okay, these lines, they provide +1 faith to adjacent tiles, which is good. +1 food to adjacent desert and desert hill tiles, that's even better. Another faith if there's a resource on the tile. Brilliant. +1 production to adjacent flat tiles after researching mass production. That'll not happen far away, actually. And it must be built on flat desert. Now, flat desert is normally useless. So, I mean, I can't tell you how good this is going to be. This is going to be just lovely. There are the Aztecs. Again, very deserty in real life. I know they're probably more jungly, but they always expand into the desert to the north. And I was thinking they can just build pretty much all their districts with builders. So they'd be pretty well suited to this game. Cahokia, again, very handy because this one gives you the mounds, which give you housing and amenities, basically where nothing else can be built. Oh my goodness, the Aztecs have all kinds of good luxuries there. Look at that. Okay, yeah, I'm just buying them all. Buying them all. Fourth city popped down. Wallata. Again, more faith, more food, more everything. It's wonderful. It finally happened. We took down the Barb outpost. There we go. Some more era score. We've way overshot the era score needed for this particular age, but that's okay. Iron working's boosted. We've got a lot of these very tasty mines being put down now. Oh, someone took Nazca from me. Who is competing? Who's doing it? Montezuma. Oh, if you continue doing that, Montezuma, you will be limiting the amount of time that you have on this planet, my friend. Don't you even dare. Right, anyway, we'll get back to more rational things. There's a... Oh yeah, the gypsum is a quarry rather than a mine. Oh, how disappointing. I prefer mines. Never mind. There's the 3 copy of the ivory in my capital. It's probably, in the long run, very replaceable, but for now, that's quite nice. I'm pretty sure I haven't found anyone else building Petra just yet, but I keep checking like a paranoid little thing. I'm just adamant. I'm adamant that someone's going to come and creep along and steal it from me. My first Nazca line, and boom! Just extra faith everywhere. Oh, it's good. It's good. Now, where does the food go for it? Is it just to flat tiles around? +1 food to desert and desert hill tiles after discovering civil service. Okay, right. So we've got to wait a little bit for the Nazca lands to hit their full glory, but that's fine. I'm willing to wait. Increases trade route capacity by 1. Foreign trade routes to the city provide 2 gold. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly the sort of thing that we want to get in. Next one, Marcus Linnæus Crassus. I mean, that just gives me extra gold. I mean, he's not the best. I'm not going to rush him through. I will take him and I'll be very happy to have him on board, but I'm not going to rush him through. Theology gives me Holy Site adjacency bonuses. That's 14 extra faith and, more importantly, 14 extra production. Petra is now being sped along a lot quicker than it was before. But actually, getting a temple into my capital is a good thing. That's more faith for me, and then I can get some apostles in. But hang on, we'll do all this after monumentality. We're not racing on other religions at the moment. Core music. Of all of the games, this is the one where Feed the World didn't get picked first. It's just, I swear it's doing it to me deliberately. Where to now? Now that I've got scripture. Oh. Choices. You know what? This is such a deserty map. I'm actually thinking, do I just beeline with 1 apostle the ability to move my missionaries over land? I'm actually really tempted to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Just 1 apostle. It's always worth picking it up if you can. Hang on. I know. I'm not going to be taking as slaves, my friend. Okay, just lay off it a second. Honestly, what's he like? Evangelize belief. I'll do that quickly. Actually, I should have waited until next turn to do it. That was a really stupid thing. Oh, for goodness sake. That was do what I say and not what I do sort of moment there. Missionary zeal. Ignoring movement costs of terrain. If I do want to go for a religious victory, which I'm kind of tempted to today, that's what I'm going to be doing. Look at that. Oh, I'm starting to get some good trade routes in with the city-states now. Lovely. Nazca line. Boop. More faith. Anything that gives me more faith makes me more powerful. Faith is what I base my entire existence on now. Chinguetti. Oh, there we go. That was another city-state that is good for trade routes. So between that and Kamasi, you can just get tons of faith, gold, and culture for all of the trade routes with city-states. I thought it would be good fun.
Brilliant
And we did
display
it.
of man's
Petra,
artistry
2 food,
in turning
2
barren
gold,
rock
1 production
into
on all
majestic wonder.
desert tiles. I said that I don't like Petra before. I think Petra's rubbish in the sense that it's not as good as the Civ 5 one, and it basically makes deserts which are useless into something that's kind of palatable. And I know the meme, I know the gifs, Petra's cool, yay for yields and all that, but you know what? I will tip my hat to you this time. This is a city that makes Petra worth it. Oh yes! 2 food, 3 production, 9 gold. Even better, 2 food, 1 science, 3 production, 2 faith, 6 gold. Oh yes, 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 yes. Yes. Okay, I will admit that is decent. Nice. Golden Age. There's no choice. Monumentality is being picked. Now, this is the time that we basically find cities with sugabas, like Yen. This is a great city, and we get settlers. 170 faith per turn, you say? Well, go on then. First World Congress. I would love it if I could purchase military units with less production, because my production's really poor and I need anything that I can get. I haven't got the faith building yet, and gold I'm using on other things. And I'd love it if I could get Scorpion King was underrated voted through a little bit more as well. It's unlikely to go through. Oh no, it did. Both went through. 2 early points for me there. Lovely stuff. Now, as much as I'm enjoying the start and I think it's going well as I'm now mass producing settlers, 100 science, 100 science, 100 science. This is Deity plus at its finest. The AI is starting to get crazy old bonuses, and we've got to be a little bit careful here. We're going to get overwhelmed if we don't keep the pace up a little bit. Now, I've decided that Yen is now like tribute, and I'm just sucking all of the life out of it by going settler, because I can buy them with faith, and I can buy them cheaper in this city because of the Sugaba. Nazca is defending itself really well, so all of my trade routes are going to that city. Not brilliant, but if I can pick up another city-state friend, which hopefully I will be able to soon with Chinguetti, or by Kamasi. Kamasi is more difficult to get, but this city-state, they want religious conversion. That's easy enough to do. That's fine. But yeah, these are the things that I'm looking to do right now. Well, there's Babylon. How are you doing? I feel like you should be doing really well, because you always do really, really well. Science-wise, let's have a quick look. 24 text for Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is in the lead. 23, 23, 23, 22. Babylon's right in the middle of the pack. And I've got 14. Someone is doing really badly with me. One of the AIs has fallen out with the rest of the AIs, I think. Oh, I actually managed to pick up a random settler in the middle of nowhere. Well, that's quite cool. Okay, well, we've got to go and find somewhere fun to settle that is entertaining. Like down on that incense, that could be relatively interesting. Oh, nice. Awesome. In fact, actually, can this be my trading city? Oh, if I have lots of flat land, like around here. Yeah, this might work well. I think I'm just going to go encroach on the Aztecs a little bit by settling here. I'm sure they don't mind. The Aztecs always seem like a really friendly bunch, you know? Like, really good neighbours. Always offering to take my people as slaves. It's just such a lovely gesture. Another city on the coast, just to the sort of southwest of my capital. It's looking lovely, Timbuktu. Another city to the far east as well now. It's looking good. Making sure that my cities have decent infrastructure when I pop them down. And here we go. Random mystery desert city. Huzzah! I mean, this is going to be the weirdest city ever, and I love it already. There's the next merchant. Next one up is Marco Polo. Perfect. Oh, Arabia has just captured Ngazagamu. That is annoying. I really like that city-state. There's the Sahara. Oh, lovely. It's a lovely old wonder, that one as well. Another city down there. Kangaba. Very good. Another builder. Just getting the infrastructure up and running nice and quickly. Ideally, what I like to do is leave myself a nice flat desert line next to an oasis, next to the city centre, that I can just pop a Nazca line down, and it seems to work really well for helping the city to grow. Hey, time for feudalism. This is a good thing. Imagine if I'd had secret societies on this game, by the way. 200 faith per turn already. That would have been translating into gold, culture, science as well. I mean, it would have been amazing to see. I think we're actually I think we should spend some time spreading my religion around. This is something that could be relatively useful, so we're just gonna maybe think about that for a second. I've got Researcher, that's good. Let's get Connoisseur. I want Pingala fleshed out and done, and then Moksha is going to be up next for round 3. Still spreading my religion. I've got shipbuilding now, so I'm just going to cross this narrow little Gulf of Mexico over to where the Aztecs are and go and forward settle them. I'm sure they'd enjoy that. Also going to pick up another apostle, and I think we might get our worship building. Could be a lot of fun. There's another governor there. I think Ancestral Hall has got to come out at some point, isn't it? We've done so much settling. Really should have come out way before this point, but it's fine for now. Evangelize belief. What could I give myself here? I think we've got to go for the building, haven't we? I like the idea of building. I like the idea of getting mosques up. We can spread our religion around a little bit more. Sprawling Empire, as well as a nice 3-builder as well. Rare that we actually get all the things we're looking for. Nazca got stolen from me. That was right. Oh, Aztecs. Aztecs, you are being highly frustrating. Moksha time. Okay, I think we're going to stick you into Yen. It's a big good place for you. I really want him to pick up quickly. Patron Saint, Apostles and Warrior Monks received, training the city received 1 extra promotion. That is a huge thing. You know, I'm amazed we haven't had more dust storms. I'm amazed. Which direction are you going to go into? The west. Oh no. That's my direction. We don't like that at all. Egypt. That's everyone. We've met everyone now. Oh, it's a beautiful pink colour for Egypt today. Very good. Now these are the ones for the... I've seen their religion being spread around a little bit. Might go and pay them a little attention with all of my newfound apostles. Miss Barbarian is possibly the most annoying I've ever had. It was just running around, pillaging all of my tiles and laughing as it ran off into the sunset. Ugh. Very frustrating, but it's dead. It's dead now. And I've got loads of missionaries being just produced at maximum speed. It's great. You can all move really far. I love it. There you go. Nazca's back. Oh, thank goodness. I want it. I want it on my side, and I never want it to leave. It's too good. Next up, banking. We've been massively beelining this one, but I'm quite glad we have. Recorded history is interesting, and then civil service will give our Nazca lines food. That will help us to just sort of spread out a little bit. Yeah, my desert empire is looking pretty fine at the moment. We have a sprawling empire. We have this little random city that's just chilling over here. It's nice. I love it. Just need to continue building on the infrastructure, continue expanding my capital. It needs housing. I need to think about how to get housing in. I don't think going monarchy is worth it. I think I'd rather stick with the theocracy to give myself 15% discount on purchases with faith. That is going to be a really good combo for me later down the line. But yeah, so far this is pretty good. I just need to decide on which victory condition we're going for, because at the moment I've got no clue. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Davalex, Trevor Askby, Paul Coffey, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard Portland, Petra Ryan and Matthew Hatch. For all of your support and for everybody that generally helps the channel to thrive, thank you all very much. See you next time.